Hello, today we're looking at the access around maintain accounting periods and who can do what within the screen. So in Sage 200, one of the main benefits is the period control options. This gives you control over what is posted and when. So if I open the accounting system manager, go to accounting periods and maintain accounting periods, you can see in here that I've got some periods which are closed, some are open, and some are future. Now, if I wanted to go through to open a future period or close an open period, you can see all the options here are grayed out. Now, there's a close all button, but when it pops up, it says here that I do not have permission to close an accounting period. This means that while I have access to the screen, I don't have access to the options within it. So if I close out of the screen and go into maintain accounting period user permissions, I can go in here. If my name is on the list, I can edit it. If it's not on the list, I can add it. If I go into edit, it pops up with a screen showing the different tick boxes of things you can do within the screen. Now, as you can see, my SCITSS user hasn't got access to do anything. This means I can open the form, but that's about it. So underneath the username, you have the option here for the user permissions for accounting periods. You've got the option to add, amend, and delete periods. Now that's unticked. I'm going to tick this for my demonstration purposes. This means I'm allowed to extend the year, shorten the year, or change the months in the year's end dates. Within the grid at the bottom, you've got the options for open future periods, close periods, or reopen closed periods. Now, the columns here all relate to the modules where the nominal transactions are sourced. So the accounting period screen basically means that the transactions that are being posted come from sales, purchase, cash book, stock, and nominal. So if I wanted someone just to close periods and I didn't want them to open a period, I could give somebody access just for the options to go through and close the periods. If I wanted someone just to close the periods for the nominal transactions from sales and purchases, I can give the option there just for these two options, so I can close periods for sales and purchases. However, I'm going to tick them all just so we can see what it looks like. And OK that. Close this screen and go back to maintain accounting periods. Now you can see I can go in here and I can add a new period, change a period date, delete a period, print, which I had access to before, and close all. So close all will close just the row I've highlighted. So if I wanted to close period 3, I can click on the option to close all. And now you can see it's running through the period end for period 3. Obviously with my settings, it means I can close all of the entire row and it's producing any period end reports that crop up. Nearly there. Okay, so now it's finished. Click on OK and I'll close this stuff off because it's just my demo system and I'm not interested in my reports. So now you can see that's closed. Obviously, there's some times where you may need to reopen the period. So you can go in here and change the period status. Obviously, you have to go in the normal adjustments first. And you'll let me reopen. Now, if I go back to the user permissions and back to my user, I can go through here and I can stop people from reopening periods because you may work for a company where when the period is shut, it's complete, it's done, you can't go back to it. So now I've unticked it. You can see here now, I can't reopen the period now. If I go back to the user permissions, I may want to untick this for most users. We don't want them to amend, add or delete periods. We can go back in there now. We can't add, change or delete periods. So you may want just people just to have access to close and open periods. This is how that would work for you.